Hi, guys, and welcome to the halftime show, our second episode.
Today we will be talking about three different topics: overrated athletic programs, Premier League next year, and top 5 NBA players.
Okay, so we should start off with the top 5 NBA players. So, Henry, name your top 5 for us, and I will debate that. Probably.
I'm going to say Luka. The offensive efficiency is great. He's really good at shooting. If he was able to jump, he'd be a great dunker.
Be able to jump.
He has great three-point shooter.
It's kind of sad that he got traded from Dallas.
I know.
It's such a conspiracy that Dallas got the number 1 pick because the last three or four times that a team traded away a franchise-changing player, they got the number 1 pick.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. They got the NBA wanted them to give him to the Lakers, but we don't know for sure.
And they also had a 1.8% chance to get the number 1 pick. I just think it's rigged.
Yeah, I think it's rigged too. Number 4 for my team is Tatum. He's a great shooter. I don't personally like him. He's not my favorite player, but like his skill is great. My third is Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah,
he's great defensive efficiency.
I think. Well, he's had like the most fouls on defense, so I think he needs.
Yeah, I know
to clean
he
that
does
up.
have a lot of fouls. Yeah,
He's had the most fouls in this playoffs this year, but sadly, I think they're gonna lose against the Pacers. Tonight. So.
I'm rooting for the Pacers personally.
I'm rooting for the Knicks. I just want to see a comeback. I want to see them make a series, but
I don't think they're gonna make series. But God only knows. Okay, my number 2 is Nikola Jokic.
Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
He's really a do-it-all. He can shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really do anything. Number 1, it should be, if you do not have this guy at number 1, I'm going to lose my mind.
Okay, my number 1 is Shea.
Thank goodness.
1 MVP. He's a great offensive player. Winning the MVP out of, let's see, there's like millions, not millions,
millions
of players.
Hundreds of players.
Yeah, for sure hundreds. There's probably maybe 1,000.
Maybe. I don't think there's 1,000 in the NBA.
He's 1 out of 1,000,000.
Yeah. Okay, so my top 5. I'll get it going. Starting off at number 5, I'll have Jalen Brunson with the New York Knicks. I think he's really been a efficient player all this
cool
season. Yes, and a great ball. He has great ball handles. Yes.
Good dribbling.
Yes. And so my number 4, I am picking Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Actually, not Jason Tatum. Luka at number 4 for me. Ever since he got traded from Dallas, I don't think he's been as good. I think he plays better in Dallas. Just my opinion. But I just think he's fits better in Dallas. I'd like him back at Dallas, but
I think since he's been traded, he's been kind of like LeBron's a huge player, right?
Yeah.
But since he's been traded and he's playing with a huge player, he hasn't been given.
I don't think people have been focusing on him as much as LeBron.
He hasn't been given the opportunity to perform well.
Yeah. Plus, you got another great player on that team.
He's like a sidekick to LeBron. He kind of like at Dallas, he got his own stage.
Yeah, he had Kyrie,
LeBron was
Clay.
Kind of behind the scenes.
Yeah.
He's helping. He's helping Lakers a lot.
But helping.
He's not playing as much as he could if he was at Dallas.
At Dallas, yeah. So, my number 3. Luka's my number 4. My number 3 is Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
He was in the running for MVP, and I think he's just a really solid offensive player. Mm-hmm. And his team, Anthony Edwards, in my opinion, he carries his team so hard.
Yeah,
he's the only noticeable player on that team other than Julius Randle, but nobody cares about Julius Randle, honestly.
Yeah, nobody really does.
Yeah. And he's no offense, that's why number 3. And my number 2 is the Joker, Nikola Jokic. He won MVP a year or two ago. I can't remember.
I think it was 2.
It might have been last year. I think it was last year. And he's just really been solid ever since he's been with the Nuggets. So, yeah. And number 1, obviously, Shea.
Yeah, Shea's great.
Yeah, he's excellent.
Yeah.
Stop the Clays.
Yeah, great player. Okay. Now we are transitioning to the Premier League. What it will be like next year?
Okay, so Liverpool won it all this year.
I mean, yeah, Liverpool, I think, is a great team. Don't get me wrong. Better than I love them a lot more than Manchester City, Chelsea. I mean, I'm an Arsenal fan, so
yeah,
of course I
Arsenal.
hate this too. But
I am a Liverpool fan.
You're a Liverpool fan? Okay.
Yes.
Like, I'm just happy City did not win the season again.
Yeah.
They've been winning for a while. I mean, they stink this year, of course. They suck now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Liverpool, they did a great job keeping the streak going.
Yeah. Arsenal was close though.
Arsenal was close. Yeah. They weren't like.
What was the
close.
point differential? Like, how many more points did Liverpool get?
I mean, I think Liverpool got 6.
6 more points.
6 more
yeah,
points?
that's what I thought it was 5. But,
6 or 5. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
6.
it was. Yeah. I mean, the whole season was great. Great games.
Yeah, great.
Like, they almost never won. Liverpool.
So
or not won. Lost.
Yeah. Just a guess. Who do you think, based on this season, has the best chance of winning the season next year?
I'm gonna say either Liverpool or Arsenal, one of the two. I think Manchester is gonna do good next year, but they're not gonna get back from what they did last year.
Yeah.
I think they're still gonna get some losses.
Yeah.
Especially when they play I bet you they'll lose both to Arsenal and Liverpool. I mean, they probably have a high chance of losing to Liverpool.
But
and then let's see. I think it'll either be I mean, Arsenal did great in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Like, they got to the semifinals? Lost to I think it was PSG.
Yeah.
I mean, they were the only team to actually get to the semifinals out of the Premier League.
Mhm.
I mean, this year there's gonna be another Spurs.
Yeah.
Spurs are joining because
Tottenham.
Yeah, Tottenham won. Tottenham won a championship. Don't remember which one. But
yeah. Was it UEFA or no?
Yeah, I think it was. So that automatically made them go to the Champions League. So I mean, Premier League probably has one of the best chances to win the whole thing, since they have more teams in the Champions League than everybody else.
Yeah.
So
I think Liverpool will go back to back for next year. But
maybe. I mean, they got some good players. Arsenal has Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli.
Yeah.
We're getting a new player. He's more defensive than offensive, but it'll probably open up the opportunity for the back defensive to loosen up, and so we have better attacking opportunities.
Yeah.
I mean, Arsenal has been ranked one of the best offensive teams ever.
Ever? History? You're saying?
History.
Or, yeah.
They're one of I mean, this is a long time ago, but they were one of the teams that one of the only teams that have ever, if the only team that has never lost a match back in the day. But I mean, that's not anytime soon. That was not anytime recently.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, they still have a really good offense. I mean, their defense is also good. They have Saliba, one of the best defensive players out.
Yeah, he's
out
really
there.
good. Yeah.
And then we have a bunch of players that Madrid wanted, Manchester City wanted, Calfiari. He's a great defensive player. Everybody wanted him. He wants to come to Arsenal. He came. Had a pretty good year last year. I think he got a few goals off corner kicks.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, but overall, I think Liverpool will probably win. Arsenal second again. Manchester might go up a bit, maybe 4th or 3rd.
I think Tottenham.
Tottenham?
Yeah, I think they might.
I think Newcastle will do good.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Newcastle's
about them.
gonna do good. I mean, they usually they're usually either
fifth
very
this year,
high
right?
or
Were they 5th? I can't remember, but alright. Yeah.
They either do really good or they do I mean, they never get down.
Yeah.
I don't think they've left the Premier League any time recently. So I mean, let's see what teams are leaving.
I don't. I saw something this morning, but it won't.
Yeah. So, I mean.
Yeah. All right. So let's transition to the NBA Finals.
NBA Finals.
So we know the Thunder is already in the NBA Finals, but who do you think's gonna win the Pacers and the Knicks? So it's 3-2 Pacers right now, best of 7. So Game 6 is.
I mean, it's just it's tomorrow, a coin toss. I mean, it could be Knicks. I mean, for Knicks, it's for sure a lot harder.
Yeah. But I think if the Knicks win this next game, that they will win the series because I think they will have the most momentum, even though they are down 3-1. So that's just my hunch. So
yes, I think past this last game, I feel like it took them a while to learn, like, okay, this is how this team works. This is what we can do to make this team struggle. And once they do that, it's a lot easier for them to succeed on scoring, making them not score. Like, they knew that once they were able to get to block what's his name?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, from getting all the way down the field, or the court, it would take them less time to shoot, and it would take more time to get down the court.
Yes.
Like four court press.
Yes, and Tyrese Halliburton's, so his average usually time for his possession with the ball was 4.7, but the last game they played last night, it was 3.7. So that's 1 second less. They're pressuring him to shoot the ball more and not drive it into the hoop. I think that's what the Knicks need to do.
I know, and the more you shoot, the more you have possible to miss.
Yes, so if the Knicks, let's go with the Pacers. If the Pacers win and they will play the Thunder, who do you think will win the series? What will be this series like games like 3-2?
Let's see. So
4-2-ish.
Let's see. What are Pacers? They're 5.
They're the 4 seed.
4, and then let's see.
Thunder's the 1 seed. They beat the Timberwolves.
I'm gonna say the Thunders. They have some good
Thunders.
players.
You just said the Thunders.
Yeah.
It's a Thunder.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I'm a big basketball fan. Yeah, I'm gonna say I mean, it's a close call. They're both high seeds.
Yes, they are.
I mean, who did the Thunder just beat?
They beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah, like what were the Timberwolves?
6 seed.
16. Yeah, like 6 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were like the lowest seed you can get?
7.
7. So they were one of the lowest seeds you can get. So, I mean, I guess it was more like it was more of a practice than a real. I mean, it was still challenging for them in some parts.
So my opinion is so if the Knicks win this series with the Pacers, that Knicks will have enough momentum to beat the Thunder.
Yeah, they have a similar play style.
Similar play style.
Yeah, similar play style.
Yeah. The Thunder, it's really just because they got Chet Holmgren, Hartenstein, Shea, Jalen Williams, and a lot of other good players. So it's going to be hard for the Knicks, if they do win, to keep momentum against the Thunder. And if the Pacers, in my guess, if the Knicks do play the Thunder eventually in the series, that's the Knicks will win, but it's going to go to Game 6. So the series will end 4-2 Knicks.
Yeah, I agree that Knicks have a great chance.
Yeah, it won't. They have to win this series first.
I mean, it was almost like the Dallas game, which we'll probably transition to in a bit.
Stars
game, Dallas Stars. They did. Let's see, did the Knicks win their first game, second game?
They won the third.
The third game.
They were down
and they just won their last game too. That was the fifth.
Yeah. I think.
So,
no, yeah.
Yeah, it was the fifth game, and so I mean, the turnout's not the same. We don't know the turnout for the Knicks game yet. But,
yeah.
I mean, I was saying if the Stars had won their game, they would have had a great chance to win.
Yeah, I think I still think the Oilers are still.
or higher up.
Yeah. All right, we're getting off topic. All right, let's stick with the NBA. Yeah. And so I just think that the Knicks are.
What about what was the other game that was recent
on what
for NBA for the finals?
Pacers Knicks.
It was at the other game.
Oh yeah, the Timberwolves Thunder series.
Yeah, that was
that was a bad series. The
Pins.
Yeah, the Thunder actually, I think that's the best series, in my opinion, that they have played all postseason. So that is that's just
okay.
All right, let's transition to
the
most overrated
athletic programs
in college.
College-wise.
Okay, so I'm sorry to say this, Henry, but I think A&M is one of them.
Why? Why do you say that?
Well, it's just like middle of nowhere. It's in Texas.
You're in Texas right now.
I know, but it's in the middle of nowhere. I'm in Dallas, but
it's not really in the middle of nowhere. It is okay. College Station isn't like.
Well, that's not really a reason. That's why it's overrated. We need to focus on sports.
They have their sports are average. I mean,
what they finish in football last year? They had 9 wins, 5 losses. They didn't finish ranked.
They finished. They were close to rank until they started losing to they lost to Texas on their last game. That was a bit of a disappointment. I wasn't at the game. I didn't get the seats were crazy expensive. Second biggest rivalry.
Yeah, it's it's a big rivalry. So.
I mean, I was in College Station. I watched the game in a camper van. I was camping out. It was a tough game. I think we're gonna be better this year. Our QB's good. Reed's good. He's a good player.
Yeah.
He just needs to throw more. He's great at throwing. He never throws though. He's a big runner.
Yeah, he's like the Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, he's the Lamar Jackson of college football. He needs to throw more. He's a good thrower. He's really good at throwing.
But most of his throws he trusts his legs a little too much, in my opinion.
I think over this offseason, I bet you the coach will be more focused on your passing. You can run when there's no option.
Yes. And
I went to the LSU game, Texas A&M LSU game. It was a great game. We got a great comeback. It was an all black field. I sat up in the corner, the top left corner. It was a great game.
Yeah.
We weren't good at the start. I don't like Wigman.
Oh, Connor. Yeah, he needs to leave, bro.
Yeah, I think we need to get better. We're getting tons of new fives. We have the best recruiting class in in college football.
Yeah.
Most of our players are 5 to 4.
5 4 stars, maybe 3. So
3
stars are still good, but okay, so I would still say A&M's overrated.
And wait.
Football is an average sport for A&M. Basketball is an average sport for A&M.
Average.
Baseball is average. They started number 1 in baseball. They finished the 14 seed in SEC play.
I think what happened was when they lost their first few games,
Yeah,
and so
they
tanked.
0-3 or something.
Tanked.
Yeah, and that momentum.
They were unranked, I think.
I think by the 4th game they were unranked.
Yeah, exactly. So, but they started building back up towards the end of the season. They started doing.
Yeah, we went to a game together, the New Mexico State one. We went to the New
Mexico State game.
We made an edit off that.
Not the 19-1, but the 7-1.
It was
7-1.
7-1, yeah.
It was a good game. My favorite player is Laviolette. I've met
Even
him
though we
person.
got injured though, so.
Yeah, he got injured with his hand, but he was playing.
Yeah, he was. He was really good.
He hit a home run for 2 points.
2 points. Oh my goodness, Henry. 2 points. 2 runs.
2 runs. Not bad.
Henry.
Baseball fan. So he helped out a lot in the game.
Yeah.
It was a good game.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna say for my overrated athletic program, college-wise, I'm gonna say Oregon.
Oregon, yes, that is such a big one. They were number 1 in college football last year. They lost to Ohio State 42-20 in the playoffs. Ohio State won it all, but still, Oregon beat Ohio State earlier in the season. It was a really close game, but that game was the worst game I've ever seen Will Howard play.
I agree. I mean, their jerseys are sick. You have to admit they have good.
Oregon, yeah.
Oregon's jerseys are fire. I mean, their athleticism program.
Athletic program.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. They got good football.
Basketball is average.
Basketball's
They lost
average.
to Arizona. I mean, my school, in their season, but
I mean, I don't really know much about their baseball.
Baseball program, they're decent. I'm pretty sure they got one of the 16 seeds in the
finals
in the regional.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, they're pretty good in baseball, but besides all of that, I wouldn't put them in a top 20 or top 30. I just think they're like really overrated.
I agree. In my opinion, it's like they're one of the schools that isn't talked about that much, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like we got schools like Alabama, Georgia. I mean, Auburn's kind of a big one because of its rivalry. LSU, Texas A&M. Those are both big ones, you know. Like Michigan's a big one. We got some big colleges around us.
Yeah.
In the states.
Yeah.
Countries. But like Oregon's one of those ones that is like you don't like unless you went there or you're a big fan or
you don't
live in that
think
state.
about that as a top college.
You don't think of it as a top college.
You do think of it as a top college, but it's not like one of the first colleges that comes to mind.
Like for me, whenever I think of a college, it's usually either the ones that my family or friends went to, like A&M.
Yeah. Oklahoma,
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Or like a big winning college like Alabama, Georgia.
Really good football
programs. Very good.
Yeah.
Like basically all around great sports.
You know what? I want to see the Georgia Tech game next year.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That game was insane this year. It went to 8 overtimes.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it was.
What's insane. The most overtimes? I think it's like 9.
It was 9. It was Illinois and Penn State in 2022.
Yeah, it was 8.
I was watching that game
not
live.
That long ago.
I was getting a haircut, I think. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the Navy Army game.
No. Yeah, I think those two programs have really developed because
I know.
I hated watching that game when I was like 8.
Younger when they weren't as good.
Younger, I hated watching that game because all they would do is run the ball. It's run. No, Navy's quarterback is a great passer. So,
I mean, I like the game. I like watching like people that'll probably serve our country. You know, like. I mean, that's like what
if they go to college
all people that go to Navy and Army are also part of the like you have to be part of an athletic program or not athletic. You have to be part of the Navy like athletic program.
Yeah, to serve. You have to go there above 2 years or 4 years, I think.
Yeah, you have to go there. I think it's 2 years.
Might be too.
If you want to serve.
Because a lot of people leave Navy after 2 years because they don't want to serve the Army. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, it is.
I've been to. I went to Navy. Not that long ago, I went on this giant trip. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
During spring break. It's a really cool school.
Yeah.
I mean, I went there, Yale, Princeton.
Oh,
yeah. I went to all kind of Ivy League schools. I mean, I don't think any of their programs, sport-wise, are like the best.
Yeah.
Of the best, but like their school campuses, like my favorite was Princeton. Princeton has a sick campus. It has like vines growing all over.
My favorite campus I've ever been to is Wake Forest.
Yeah, Wake Forest is cool.
Wake Forest because I went to Washington. I had a baseball camp at North Carolina, so I went to Washington I went to North Carolina. North Carolina campus is okay. One thing I hate, their baseball field's in the middle of nowhere.
It's on their campus like that. I mean,
it's like the baseball field, so the campus and the baseball field, it feels like it's on the other side. The baseball and the football stadium are on the other side.
I mean, the only kind of colleges I like if the baseball fields are out of nowhere is if there's like a really cool walk to it, like where you go through the campus, you see all these like cool like shops and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's the baseball field. But I don't like it where it's just like you can't walk it. You just have to drive, and then it's like out in the middle of random.
Yeah. So
I don't like colleges like that.
Yeah, and also another cool one was Duke. Duke was a really cool college. I got to see the basketball court, Coach K court.
Duke.
They were actually redoing it when I went. So we got to go in the basketball court, but we didn't. We couldn't like stand on the court because they had to redo the jumbotron above.
Oh yeah, the jumbotron.
And they were redoing the woods on the the wood on the court. And yeah, their football stadium. There's such a pretty view because it was like a sunset.
Do they have hockey?
I
hockey maybe.
think.
I mean,
I don't pay attention to college hockey.
I mean, college hockey isn't that big, of course, but like, yeah. I don't know tons of teams that have college hockey.
Yeah.
But like, college hockey, they usually do it. Like they have a basketball court, and then if you take off the wooden panels, there'll be like the ice rink underneath.
Well, that's not a lot, because Dallas, that's like one of the few stadiums that actually has the
Mavericks and the Dallas in the same. And
Dallas, yeah, because it's so cool. Because when it's Dallas, when the Stars are playing, it's like it's so cold in the stadium.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been to a Star. I went to a Stars versus
I went to a Stars versus Devils game.
Mm-hmm. And I think it was the Maple Leafs.
Maple Leafs, nice.
Yeah. And it was one of the teams from Canada.
Oh yeah, like Winnipeg, maybe.
No, it wasn't. I don't know.
Edmonton?
No.
Okay.
It was one of those.
Yeah. So yeah, it was just really cool, and it looks so different. So I went to a Mavericks game not so long ago, but with a friend, and
yeah, Maverick games are sick.
Yeah.
They're just fun to go to.
The stadium looks so much different.
I know.
And like when it's in Mavericks, because I sat right by the penalty box in the Stars game.
Yeah. Okay.
So
can you tell me another overrated athletic program?
Okay.
That you're like, if you can think of
one. I know one that's like football, but
like overrated football team.
In football, Florida.
Florida, like Gators.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, the only time they've been good.
Mm-hmm.
They used to be like one of the best teams. Like whenever Gatorade was invented, they were one of the best teams.
They were bad when Gatorade was invented.
No, they were great.
They were really good. Yeah. I thought they were bad, and then they like.
And then they got Gatorade, and then they doing really good. Yeah,
that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a cool story.
Yeah.
But like.
So.
I do agree that their football, since they like spilled the secret about it, and I mean like now every other college is drinking it. So I mean, it's cool that they made it, but it's not as like, it's not as like, I'm trying to think of the right word for it. It's not like as like well known.
Yeah,
like,
well
not as.
But yeah.
Like big as it used to be.
Another one I think is Iowa.
I
think about Iowa's, their defense is insane. I feel bad for their offense because their defense carries them so hard.
So which of the sports do you not like? Just football
in Iowa or?
Yeah.
Iowa, no, I don't like their football. Baseball's alright. I hate their basketball. But
yeah, their basketball's not the best. I mean, there's a lot of colleges that aren't good at basketball.
Yeah.
That like you don't think about.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of, there's like, if you look at colleges, you think there's like a few, right? I've looked at like a whole page of almost every single college besides like community college.
Yeah.
There's tons.
Yeah.
Like
there's a lot.
Like I didn't even know about St. John.
So you haven't heard of St. John's?
No, I know I have now, but I have, but like I didn't know about it like when I was younger.
Yeah. One college that I've always liked, I have no idea why, but it's been Indiana. I have no idea why, but like this year their football, they were pretty good, but they made it to the college football playoffs, the top 12 teams.
I mean,
by the way, have you heard of the change to the college football playoffs? It's saying 12 teams, but the teams with the byes are going to be the top 4 teams, not the top 4 conference winners. But the top 4 conference winners will still get bids into the tournament. But they won't be the top 4.
I think that's kind of stupid.
I like it because
it's cool, but like I think it should be whoever wins the conference.
Last year, Boise State and Arizona State got a bye. and I do not think that should have happened.
Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, that is kind of weird.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so that's how we are going to end this episode.
We will come back to you with more info. We'll probably come up with different things to talk about, but that's how this episode will end of the halftime show.
All right. Thanks for watching.